Hello guys! I've seen some comments of people asking to see the full decorating process, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how I cut, fill and stack my heart cakes. So I'm working with a 6-inch vanilla sponge, and here I'm just mapping out the cross or the X shape, as this is what's going to make the heart later on. And I used to always use parchment paper and fold it into quarters and use that as a guide, but the more you do this, I don't know, you just get good at marking out crosses. So with that cross shape, you want to mark out 2 diagonal lines which meet at the middle, and this is going to be the point of the heart, and then those bits that you cut off are going to be the 2 humps at the top. So like I just said, I'm cutting off those 2 diagonals, and then after this it's really easy just to use that first cake as a guide on the second cake, so you don't have to do all of the markings. And in every heart cake video I get at least one comment asking what heart pan I use. Guys, I don't use a heart pan. I just don't feel like they give the same heart shape, so I cut them myself. So this is some vanilla bean white chocolate ganache that I made the night before, and I'm going to be whipping it up because this is going to be the filling of this cake. So here I'm just using my immersion blender and I'm just whipping and mixing, and at first I was like, ooh, I don't know if this is working, but I just mixed it all up and just kept going, and then it gave me this gorgeous velvety smooth texture. It tasted like, you know, those Milky Way yogurt pots? If you don't know, get to know, because they are sexy. It tasted like one of them. Okay, so onto the building portion of the cake. I just spread some buttercream onto my board so that the cake is not slipping around. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. Sorry guys. I was looking for my phone charger and I am breathless. I need to go to the gym. But yeah, buttercream on the board and then buttercream on the back of the cake, and then you just want to squeeze it, and then this should stick to the cake nicely. By the way, my cake was frozen, but then I let it defrost for like 30 to 40 minutes before I actually started working on it, so it was still malleable and it wasn't completely solid. In my last crumb coating video, I did see a lot of discourse in the comments about frozen cakes and whether or not it will leak and where does all the moisture go. Basically, when I bake my cakes, I wrap them in cling film straight away, and this traps in the moisture. So then when you take it out of the freezer, it's not like gonna be dripping wet when it defrosts. It's just that moisture going back into the cake, and it just makes your cake nice and soft and juicy. Like, imagine cutting into your cake and it's dry. Dry cake on your birthday, the day's ruined. So yes, you can freeze your cakes. Just let them defrost a little bit before working on them and you're good to go. So here I just added in that white chocolate ganache as the filling, and I'm adding some fresh raspberries on top of that because white chocolate and raspberry will always be a top tier combination. One of my favorites. I then spread a thin layer of buttercream on the other side of the cake and flip that on top just so that the cake can stick. And then I just do the same steps that I did earlier. Put the buttercream on the back of the cake, glue the sides, the humps, whatever you want to call them, onto the back, and then cut out that triangle shape to get your perfect heart. Don't ask me what that laugh was. It literally just came out of me. But here I'm just crumb coating the cake. So crumb coat, I think I've explained this like 50 times, but I'm gonna explain it again because I like you guys. So crumb coat is just a thin layer of icing that traps in the crumbs, which is essential. You cannot skip this step if you want perfect cakes, okay? And I actually like to microwave my buttercream when I'm crumb coating. I just put it in the microwave for like 5-10 seconds till it's just soft. One, because your cake is kind of frozen, so when you put the warmer buttercream on there, it doesn't solidify straight away, so it gives you a little bit more time to work with it. And 2, it just makes the buttercream a lot smoother. You have a lot less air bubbles once you've microwaved it for a little bit. So that's a little tip and trick for you guys. You're welcome. After smoothing the sides, I like to pull the lip towards me so that I'm left with a nice flat top. And now I'm ready to decorate. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, cuties.